Hey guys, it's Maddie Simish and welcome to another video. In this one, I am doing a speed build of a cozy apartment for 3 generations of Sims. This specific apartment is one of the Culpepper apartments. It's number 20. It already has a family. It has the Rasoya family. I've never actually played with them. And this apartment renovation definitely did not have them in mind. I had a completely different family in mind. As I said, 3 generations. I was kind of picturing 2 grandparents, their adult daughter, and then her child. So I did completely redo the floor plan to kind of reflect that. But in my head, the grandparents, I didn't give them specific skills, like skill building items, shall we say. I mean, in my head, they worked for a long time in their life. They did something, I don't know, like a business career or something like that, and nothing particularly special, and they're not particularly rich, but they were both very much looking forward to enjoying their retirement together. They have a cat, hence the little cat bowl that I put there. And yeah, like I said, they were just looking forward to their retirement. I'm doing the kitchen right now. It's probably my favorite room that I did in the house, and it's super cluttered, so probably one of them likes cooking and one of them likes baking, which actually makes a lot of sense because this has the I think it's the chef's kitchen apartment trait, so that works out quite well. And I think apart from that, like I say, just sort of looking after their cat, doing some reading. I've put through quite a few books in this apartment, and yeah, probably just walking around sort of San Myshuno, just enjoying their leisurely retirement. But then their daughter, she's a single mom, she's an adult, and she was working a career. I'm not quite sure what career, but she wasn't enjoying it, and she decided that what she really wants to do is sell candles. As you can see, I'm putting a lot of candles in this build because yeah, she makes candles. And she decided that she wants to work for herself and do her own candle making business. So she doesn't have that much money, so that is why she had to move back in with her parents. So their sort of leisurely retirement didn't quite go to plan, shall we say. So she moved back in with them with her young son. So her son is a child. I imagined he was a boy. He's very into blue, like everything in his room is blue. And he's into science, like he's a genius, he's really smart, but he's also really athletic. So I did a lot of sort of sports equipment and sciencey things. I had a lot of fun with his room, which you'll see later on in this video. But as I said, I'm just doing the kitchen. I'm quite partial to a open floor plan kitchen, dining room and living room, which is what I did in this build as well. So I just started off with the kitchen. And I experimented quite a lot. I did cut it out, but I experimented quite a lot with island counters, and none of it quite seemed right. So I just ended up doing these 2 little ones in the middle, and then a little half wall to kind of put at the back of them to separate them from the dining room and the rest of the build. And you can see I used a lot of browns. I'm actually using the Dove Reshade. I think I mentioned that in one of my previous videos. And the way that the shadows hit all the objects, there's just something about brown colours that look really good with this reshade. So I went a bit crazy and basically did everything that I could brown. And I love the apartment. It's kind of a brown, blue and green colour theme, which I probably don't need to tell you because you will definitely pick that up, shall we say. But I mean, like I said, the kitchen was definitely my favourite part of the house. I decided to really clutter it up and then just put that little sort of dining space in the end there. Like I said, it is 4 Sims living in this apartment, so I did put sort of 4 dining chairs at the table, and I wanted to really clutter it up and focus on making it feel like a real family home. Just things like that little sort of hand painted plate and just little things like that, and obviously the candles everywhere that the daughter is making. Because although, like I said, the grandparents were definitely looking forward to enjoying their retirement by themselves, they are both family oriented, so they don't mind the fact that their daughter and their grandson live with them. They quite like it, and you know, they have a lot of sort of family items around the house. I wanted to make it, let's say, quite a cozy apartment that 3 generations can definitely enjoy. And of course, the cat, I did put quite a few little cat related items here. And I think I'm pretty much done for this room. As I said, I just used a lot of brown, so a lot of brown flooring as well. Again, I just think it looks so nice with this reshade. And before I was using it, I never really did brown as a colour theme, but I just use it all the time now. Probably went a bit overboard, but I didn't mind too much. And then I think, yeah, I just resized the kids' room because I think initially I was thinking that they would be a toddler, but I kind of wanted to play around with what personality they would have, and I thought it would just be a bit nicer to have them be a child, because you can, you know, sort of think more about their hobbies and about their personality, which is a bit more fun. And then, yeah, I'm just doing the hallway there, and I added the candle making machine, so we got that with Eco Lifestyle. But I did actually end up moving this because the mum's room, so the adult of the house, the like elderly couple's daughter, her room was a bit bigger than I initially thought it would, so I could fit it in there. So I think I moved the sort of cat tower from the kitchen and then moved it into the hallway, and then moved the candle machine from the hallway to her bedroom. It just made a lot more sense. I say she is the only one using it because that is her business, and probably, you know, like I say, she's running this business from home. I imagine she would be doing the sort of freelancer maker career, but focusing on candle making, because I didn't put the fabricator, or what's the other thing? Oh yeah, the sort of juice machine. I didn't put any of those in there because I thought she'd probably focus on candle making, and to be honest, there wouldn't be room to add those in. So yeah, so I think this is just the main bathroom now, so this is going to be shared between the son and then his mum. Again, the idea is kind of that this is the grandparents' apartment. This is, you know, they thought they'd just be enjoying their retirement, but it turns out they've got quite a full house now. And I just experimented a bit here because I find that a lot of bathrooms in real life have just these little surfaces that you can put a lot of clutter on. So I used kind of a marble, I think it's an accent table from, is it Dine Out? Yeah, it's Dine Out. And then just sort of put that into the wall, because behind the bathroom there isn't another apartment. I don't think there's anything behind there, so I could kind of just sort of nestle that in, and I thought that way I could just add a few more clutter items. But I mean, we definitely don't have enough clutter in this game. Like, I saw someone on Twitter said that imagine if there was a clutter stuff pack, and oh my god, I would kill for a clutter stuff pack. Like, it just really, I've said it before, but it really makes a build just to make it feel like it has a lot more personality. You can really, you know, define the sort of characters that would live in a house. Let's say, you know, these Sims are very family oriented, so putting things like, I don't know, hand painted plates and, you know, little like articles on the wall. I thought maybe, you know, the son has won some kind of like science fair or something, and you know, he's been in the newspaper and they've framed it on the wall. Those are the kind of things I imagine, but we just don't have enough stuff to tell those kind of stories, which is quite annoying. So I do try and make use with what we have. But I mean, we do have quite a few things, but the problem is if you like building in The Sims, eventually you just find that you're using the same things all the time, which gets very repetitive, and you do kind of want to change it up a bit. So yeah, I definitely could do with some more clutter. I must admit, that's why I usually build with custom content. I didn't use any custom content in this build, so if you do want to download it, you can on the gallery. My ID is MaddieJ1996. It's in the description below. If you do like it, you can definitely download it. If you like this video, you can like it, and you can consider subscribing to my channel. I would appreciate that very much. But yeah, I'm just on the, I don't know what to call it. She's the daughter of the grandparents and the mother of the son. Yeah, you probably know what I'm talking about, but yeah, basically this is her room, and it's quite purple. I don't usually use purple as a colour scheme because a lot of the purple items in this game are really garish and just a disgusting colour, so I tried to go for like light purples where I could. And as you can see, I moved the little candle making machine into her room just because it made a lot more sense. And I kind of liked I think it came with Moschino, that like little clothes rack, and it sort of gives the idea that she's just moved in here because she's trying to build up her business, and you know, she's starting from the ground up, and like I said, she doesn't have very much money, but I think it'd be quite a cool story, you know, that she isn't very wealthy, but she just wants to sort of provide for her son while also doing something that she really likes and she really enjoys, and she is able to make quite a lot of money from her candle business. I know when Eco Lifestyle came out, I made a sim that was a maker, but she was also a gardener as well, and they ended up very, very rich. So quite a profitable career for a sim to have. But yeah, let's say I'm just moving on to the boys' room. Originally, I was thinking of a girl, but then in the last build I did, I made like 2 daughters. Like they shared a room, so I thought I haven't done a boy in a while, and I watched a Simlacy video where she did a kid's room that was really into sports, and I thought actually, you know, the sports clutter is really cool. Like there's that little sort of pile of sports equipment, and there's quite a lot of like sports posters and stuff, so I thought I could have a lot of fun with that. But I mean, as I said earlier, not only is he into sport, he's also really, really smart, and he's into science, so I put a lot of like science projects onto his desk and to his like drawers. Because again, I like, you know, the idea that he has this, you know, multiple personality. Like he's not just a genius, he's not just sporty, he's both. He's kind of like good at everything, that kind of child, which I thought as well was quite a nice contrast to his mum, who's, you know, quite creative and obviously building a business for herself making candles, but her son is a lot more all about his education and being super smart and being super sporty. Anyway, that's it for this build. If you liked this video, as I said, please give it a like and subscribe if you want to. I do a lot more Sims 4 speed builds on my channel, as well as Sims 4 commentary and opinion, and the occasional cast videos as well, so definitely check those out if you want to. But until my next video, bye!